I guess, yeah. All right, so we're going to be in lesson 3, principle 2. Every sin has its origin in our hearts. We're going to be on page 5. And I don't know how much of this we'll cover on page 5. I do want to read a verse. It says, Proverbs 4:23. Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. The Bible also tells us that Jesus taught that a man's heart can either have a good treasure or a bad treasure. And from out of that, he either pulls out the good or the bad. And so when we talk about this tonight, what we're talking about and the rest of the week is guarding our heart, or guarding who we are, and being careful what we put in. Because what we put into our heart comes out. The Bible even says, from the abundance of your heart, the mouth speaketh. And we know who you are by what you say. We know who you are by what you do, what kind of heart you have. And so when we talk about it, again, we want to protect our heart. What I have here on page 5, when we talk about protecting or guarding our heart, roadblocks, making roadblocks to failure. Putting roadblocks up to keep yourself from failing. This is an addictions program at the heart of it. And so, roadblocks to keep you from using. Roadblocks to keep you from drinking. Roadblocks to keep you from whatever it is. For whatever sin. This is a to do or not to do list. How's that? Okay? 1. Do not allow yourself to think. Do not allow others to think for you. I need to read first. Do not allow others to think for you. Okay? You are who you are. You're you. Learn to make your own decisions. If you allow others to make your decisions, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. That's what's gotten you into a lot of trouble. Learn to be a man and think for yourself. When you go to church, and you should be in church, do not leave your brain at the door. The preacher preaches and he teaches. He could be wrong. Think, read, study, know. Just don't take everything you're taught as the truth. Think for yourself. Think. Do not go to bed. What is up with me? Can we start over? Do go to bed and get out of bed the same time every day. When I finally leave here, you guys will say, the one thing Mike always said was this. I say this all the time. Go to bed at the same time and get up at the same time every day. If you master your sleep habits, you'll master your time, you'll master your life. Have good sleep patterns. You'll think better, you'll feel better, it'll help you spiritually. Those who struggle with their spiritual life, point it out, look at it, see if I'm not true, struggle with their sleep patterns. I don't know what the correlation is, except for that it makes you weak physically. It makes you physically weak. Go to bed at the same time, get up at the same time. It's a roadblock to failure. Successful people have good sleeping patterns. You say, well, I know people who are very successful and they don't get any sleep at all. How long do they stay successful? Not long. Those people die out. Or they take drugs and it kills them. Okay? You want a prolonged successful life. Do not spend more money than you can afford. Do not spend more money than you can afford. That sounds simple, right? Somebody please tell that to our Congress. Somebody tells that to our state. Somebody said today, they just heard the state promised to pay colleges a certain amount of money, and I looked at them, I said, well, they can promise all they want, but they ain't got no money. How are they going to pay anybody? You want to be successful in this life, manage your money. You notice it's manage your thoughts, manage your time, manage your money. That'll make you successful. Now, you say, Mike, I thought this was a faith-based program. It is. You can find all these principles in the Word of God. You can find every one of these in the Word of God. Next one. Do be polite to everyone, even those who do not deserve it. You truly want to be successful in life? Be polite to everyone, even those who do not deserve it. Because you never know when you may need that person. You never know. Let's just say in business, you're a rude, mean person all the time, and you're rude to somebody 1 year, and they remember it, and later on they become a bank manager, and your business needs a loan. What are the odds they want to help you out? Right? Or you're down and out and you really need a break. Are they going to be willing to help? No. It never hurts to be polite to people, even when they don't deserve it. A successful policeman learns this. And that's the difference between a successful cop and a cop that's not. Just know how to be. They teach them all the time. Be polite. Be polite. Even when they're yelling and cussing and screaming, be polite. You're going to be more successful in life if you're polite to everyone, even those who don't deserve it. And I remember when I first started out in retail, restaurant business first, and then later on in grocery stores, I deal with customers all the time. They always start out with the line, customers are always right. And then as soon as they said that, after a while, I said, no, they're not. I have found in my life the customer is mostly wrong. But you know what I have to do? I have to pretend like they're right. Because I want my customer to come back. And even when they're wrong and they're yelling and screaming and saying the price was $1.95 and when it was actually $5.95, I have to be polite the whole time. Because I want my customer to come back. I want my business to be successful. And that's why businesses tell you that. Be successful. Be polite for us to be successful. If we're successful, you still have a job, you're successful. Be polite. It never hurts. Do not be the most important person in your relationship. If you are the most important person in all your relationships, you're a selfish person. And eventually you will not have relationships. Try to make whoever you're in a relationship with as important as yourself or more important. Try to make them as important as you in that relationship or more important. In every relationship. Customer comes, make them important in that relationship. You have to deal with somebody at the nursing home. They're just as important in that relationship as you are. Try to treat everyone that way. And then your wife, your husband, you want a successful marriage? Make your wife just as important as you are, if not more important. Your children, they need to be just as important as you are, if not more important. If you're the most important person in all your relationships, or most of your relationships, you are a self-centered, selfish person. And those people end up lonely. Always. You want to be successful, don't do that. Do write a to-do list every day. Now, I used to have to write them physically. Now I have them in my mind. Now that I'm getting older again, I think I'm going to have to write them down again. But have a list of what you want to accomplish today. Right? Successful people attack life. They don't have life come to them. And one of the ways to attack it is, this is my plan for today. Now, don't worry if you had 5 things down, you only accomplished 3. Guess what you have to do tomorrow? The last 2, and then add to it. Okay? 3 out of 5 in a day, I think is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. But you're accomplishing things, you're crossing it off your list, but you know you have direction for your life for that day. Now, saying that, sometimes things will happen that will change your plans. You know, you got 5 things you're going to do, you get in your car, you take off, and a guy rear ends you. Day has been changed. Okay? But most days those don't happen. Go attack life. Go grab life. Don't have it come to you. Alright? So write it down. Get those post-it notes or whatever they're called, the little yellow things. Write down what you want to do today. Every day. If you can do it mentally, great. Next one. Do not stop getting an education. Keep learning. You stop learning, you die. Keep learning. Keep educating yourself. Learn a new craft. Learn a new skill. Don't say, oh, I already got my degree. I don't want to know how to fix a car. Why not? We never know when those things come in handy or when they're important or when they come up in conversation or when there's an apocalypse and you need to work on a car or I need a different skill. Zombies attack. All of a sudden now you need to know how to shoot a gun. But I didn't want to learn before. I didn't want to learn a new skill. Okay? I'm trying to be silly, but it's the truth. You never know where life is going to take you and what skills you will need. Keep learning. Most people who go to college, and I told my son this and he looked at me weird. I said, do not be surprised after you graduate with the degree that you have that you never get into the field that you went to for. Don't be surprised. People go and say, I'm going to be a nurse. And they get a nursing degree and they end up being a social worker someplace. Has nothing to do with their degree. Keep learning. Keep learning. Do have fun time every day. Find a niche, a time where you have fun. And I say, I'm lucky. My job is fun, so I have fun time all day. But no. Some people, my job is a lot more fun than others. Have time where you have fun, where you enjoy life. I mean, if your fun time is watching NBA basketball, make sure you cut out time for that. Or building birdhouses, cut out time for that. Or if it's just talking with people over coffee, cut out time for that. Every day. Your day should have moments and times that you enjoy. It's good for your psyche. It's good for your health. It's good for success. Keeps you a well-rounded person. Balance in life is everything. Everything. Do not waste your natural talents. Don't waste them. God gave you the talents. The Bible tells us that He's given each of us certain abilities, certain talents. Now, He wants us to glorify Him through those. That's why He gave them to us. And so use them. Don't waste them. Some people are great at math. Use it. Some are great at art. Use it. Some are great organizers. Use it. Nothing drives me crazy than people who have no clue where they're going in life, what they're going to do in life. They have no plans. You see people that have great talent. They can draw. You can sit down, hey, draw me a rabbit, and they draw this gorgeous rabbit. And you say, what are you doing with that? Oh, nothing. Nobody pays anybody to. Why do you think God gave you that talent? Don't waste it. Some people have a beautiful singing voice, and they do nothing with it. You're wasting who you really are. Not only that, you're robbing yourself from enjoyment. What you do well, you enjoy doing. And so, whatever talent God gave you, don't waste it. Don't waste it. Do be honest. Do be honest. Just had to teach a girl today that. She gave me an excuse for something. And so I said, really? I said that. I told her, I gave her the answer to her excuse. She said why she couldn't do something. I said, oh, that's okay. We can do this. I knew all along the truth. She just didn't want to tell me the truth. And then she finally said, well, and she gave me another excuse. So I gave an answer for that. And then she was about to give me a third excuse. And I said, hey, this is the real reason, isn't it? And I told her, and she said, yeah. I said, wouldn't it have been a lot better just to tell me that? Then we had to do this song and dance and everything? Be honest. I don't like Chinese food. Okay, good. Or I don't like this, or I don't like that, or I don't want to. The truth will make you free. It'll set you free. Don't make excuses and then people come up with the answer for excuse. Like, you know, your wife wants, or I don't know, a bunch of people want to go to Amishville and you don't like Amishville. So you come up with an excuse. You know, I have to work this weekend. Right? And your boss is standing there. No, you don't. It's okay. You can go. Guess where you're going? Amish. Did you want to go? No. You know what will set you free? As soon as they brought it up, you say what? I don't like Amishville. I don't want to go. No matter what they say after that, guess what? You're not going to Amishville because you told them the truth. I don't want to go. I don't like it.
They make very good food.
They probably do. But, and see how it sets you free? That's just one example. Be honest if you want to be successful. If you're a dishonest person, people want to get you. Ask Hillary Clinton right now. She's running for president. She's been dishonest. Everybody wants to bring her down now. The world loves bringing down people that put themselves out as something and they find out they're dishonest. Boom, they want to get you. You want to be successful, be honest. Now remember, the Bible does say, with our honesty, to have our words seasoned with salt. You can be honest and still be nice, okay? You can still be polite, but you can be honest. All right? Assertive, but nice. Next one. Do not argue with others. Make a rule in your life. I'm not going to argue. You'll relieve so much stress in your life. It'll keep you out of danger. Why do people argue with complete strangers on the train? Why would you do that? You don't know what they're holding or what they got carrying. Don't argue. Somebody says, people will think, well, that makes me look weak. Okay, in one sense, I'd rather look weak and still be alive. In another sense, I think it takes a certain amount of strength to keep your mouth shut, especially when you know you're right. One thing I learned in the last 5 or 6 years, I'm a slow learner, people are allowed to be wrong. They have every freedom, every right to be wrong. If Jimmy thinks the sky is polka dot, he has every right to think that. Yeah, see, it is polka dot. Yeah.
Matches his underwear.
It matches his underwear.
Go out at night and look at.
It's polka dot.
See all the dots up
Yeah.
there?
He has that right. Do not argue.